Former AEW star Ethan Page says All Elite Wrestling is chaotic and unorganized backstage in comparison to WWE. An update on Penta Alzero AEW contract expiring and the possibility he could be set for a move to WWE. Tiffany Stratton addresses the controversial deleted Jade Cargill Instagram post that possibly could have led her into hot water backstage. An update on Adam Cole's injury status as he looks to recover from his foot and ankle injury. Details on Chris Jericho's plans for CMLL with a match set up for the future in Arena Mexico. The details and reasons why Hiroshi Tanahashi will not be in this year's G1 Climax have been revealed. And we have an injury update on Daniel Garcia after MJF's brutal attack on Dynamite Beach Break. Hey guys, welcome back to Wrest News 365. Hope everyone is doing very well. As always, there are plenty of news stories to get into in the world of professional wrestling. And a reminder, we will be live for a watch-along and a post-show for Money in the Bank this evening. So be sure to join us here on the channel. Let's get straight into the news stories and begin with Ethan Page comparing his time in AEW with his short time in WWE, particularly the backstage structure and environments. Now, on May 2nd, it was reported that Ethan Page had left AEW after first trying to get out of his contract back in February. Page had been with the company since 2021, but had found TV time hard to come by for several months, and there had been frustrations when it came to his booking. Fast forward to the May 28th episode of NXT, and Page shocked fans with an attack on NXT champion Trick Williams. The former AEW man also revealed that he'd been behind the assaults on Noam Dar and Oro Mensah. Since then, Ethan Page has become a prominent figure on NXT television, even challenging for the NXT Championship in his first match at NXT Battleground. He's also set to feature this coming weekend at NXT Heatwave. Now, during an appearance on the Talk and Shop podcast, Page was asked about his first day in NXT, and the star was quick to point out the differences between the organization backstage in AEW and WWE.
Was it always your dream to come to WWE? Was
Yes.
it something you wanted? Yes.
Oh, for
100%.
sure. Yeah, my favorite wrestlers are the Macho Man, The Rock, Billy Gunn. Like, those are all the guys I like love to watch. Razor Ramon.
Those are great favorites, by the way.
Thank you.
Great favorites.
Thank you. I went from somewhere that was so chaotic and unorganized to a place that, I mean, I'm still learning because I'm still so new here, but it's just like, this is a machine. And it's incredible. And it feels good to not feel like I have to do everything myself, or like to have people that want to see me succeed is kind of mind blowing.
That's a good way to look at it too.
I'm 17 years in, and I still feel like, I don't want to say the word green, but like I've essentially had to do everything myself.
Sure.
Pretty much teach myself how to wrestle. And now I'm like, oh no, like there's geniuses here all day that I could be like, does this suck? Yeah? Okay, well tell me how to do it better.
Right.
Yeah,
And
no,
they
that's
will.
true.
What are your thoughts on what Ethan Page had to say there? Of course, Page, as I mentioned, is due to challenge for the NXT Championship this weekend at NXT Heatwave when he meets the champion Trick Williams, Javon Evans, and Sean Spears at a huge fatal four-way match. But what are your thoughts on what Ethan Page has had to say? Of course, previously, when he was with AEW, he was very vocal about how great it was that he could do everything for himself and would have the creative input in t-shirts, matches, his whole character. Now, he's saying he prefers the opposite. What are your thoughts, Ned? Let me know your reaction in the comment section below. Now, Penta Alzero, an update when it comes to his contract status with All Elite Wrestling. Now, last month it was reported by Lucha Libre Online that former AEW World Tag Team Champion Penta Alzero contract was set to expire somewhere between August and September of this year. The report noted that WWE were interested in signing Penta should he not opt to stay and re-sign with AEW. Penta would later address the situation where he said there was nothing tangible regarding the WWE links at this time. Now, in a new report on the situation, Dave Meltzer has addressed Penta's current AEW status ahead of his impending contract expiry. Writing in the latest Wrestling Observer newsletter, Meltzer noted, quote, "With Penta, all signs are that at this stage of his career, he'd probably wind up going for the best offer." And in the end, that would be the case with most now that WWE has cut back on dates, so the schedules aren't that different. Penta, of course, is an AEW original, with he and his brother Ray Phoenix signing with the company back when it first began in 2019. Of course, we get any more details or updates regarding his contract situation, we'll let you know. But where do you expect Penta Alzero Miedo to end up later on this year once his contract with All Elite Wrestling comes to a conclusion? Now, Tiffany Stratton. There was a bit of controversy surrounding Tiffany Stratton and an Instagram post on her story that was quickly deleted. Tiffany Stratton is currently both the professional favourite and betting favourite to become this year's Miss Money in the Bank, but as Toronto prepares to operate on Tiffy time, unanswered questions regarding Stratton's May 2024 social media fumble loom over the head of the wildly successful young superstar. Ahead of WWE Money in the Bank 2024, Stratton gave an interview to Adrian Hernandez where she cleared the air as it pertained to a questionable Instagram post that some fans at the time deemed inappropriate and possibly even racist. Now, this is her answer when asked about what happened and how quickly she deleted the post.
And then my last question, if you don't feel comfortable asking, you don't have to answer. There was a post that you made on your IG story. Was it a situation where you didn't know what the audio was saying and you were just like click repost, or what happened there?
Yep, it was an honest mistake. I didn't hear the audio, and I had it up for maybe 20 seconds, and I deleted it instantly as soon as I heard the audio. It was an honest mistake.
And the internet, they screenshot and it lives forever. But Tiffany, thank you for answering, and thank you so much for the time.
Thank you so much for having me.
Now, the post in question, which Stratton reposted from a fan, featured footage of Stratton striking former WWE Women's Tag Team Champion Jade Cargill, knocking her off the ring apron during a tag team match. The video was accompanied by an audio edit of the words black and then an expletive as Stratton hit Cargill, who, of course, is African American. Stratton quickly deleted the post, but it had already made the rounds in the wrestling community and on social media. Stratton reportedly received no internal punishment for the post and wrestled a losing effort against Bianca Belair 3 days later on SmackDown, but she didn't work another televised match after that for more than a month, which hadn't been typical in the weeks following her move from NXT to the main roster. After returning to the ring on June 28 and qualifying for the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match, however, it seems Stratton is back in WWE's good graces, assuming that she ever left them. What are your thoughts on her response? What are your thoughts on WWE's reaction to this? Let me know in the comments section below. Now, Adam Cole, a bit of an injury update on Adam Cole. Following his brief appearance at Double or Nothing, a new report has revealed an injury update on AEW star Adam Cole. Since suffering a serious ankle injury, Adam Cole has been out of action for 9 months as of the time of this recording. At AEW Double or Nothing, Cole made a brief appearance before MJF made his return to the company to lay him out, seemingly ending their rivalry, at least for now. With MJF undergoing a big character change recently on Dynamite, many fans have been wondering what the future holds for Cole while he's still out with this ankle injury. Writing in the latest Wrestling Observer newsletter, Dave Meltzer shared the following update on Cole's status, saying, quote, regarding Adam Cole, because of the complexity of the injury, there's still a little time left out of action, but he hopes it's not much longer. He is able to walk now, so he's on the way back. Of course, we get any more details on how long he's going to be out of action for, we'll let you know in a future video. Now, Chris Jericho, he made a shocking and surprise appearance in CMLL recently, leading to an announcement of a match in the future. Now, ever since the official announcement of AEW and CMLL entering into a working relationship, fans in Mexico have been able to see the likes of the Blackpool Combat Club, Willow Nightingale, and Mercedes Moné all make live appearances. However, fans in Arena Mexico were left stunned on June 28 when Chris Jericho attacked the company's ace, Mystico. Jericho arrived wearing a Mystico mask and attacked the luchador after the match, leaving his gimmick of the learning tree at the border as he reprised the gimmick of Corazon de Leon, the name he used when he originally wrestled for CMLL between 1993 and 1995. He would challenge Mystico to a match at a later date, which Mystico accepted, but no official announcement has been made as of the time of this recording. In the latest Wrestling Observer newsletter, Dave Meltzer offered up some more details on how the CMLL appearance came about for the former AEW World Champion. Meltzer noted that the appearance was a complete surprise to everyone, especially those in attendance. Many fans had presumed that Jericho would appear in CMLL at some point, but it was all about finding the right moment to arrive. As for the match with Mystico, it has been heavily speculated that the company's 91st anniversary show in September will be the site for the match, with an official announcement expected in the near future. The CMLL commentators had originally presumed that the match would happen the week after Jericho's appearance, but that was not the case. It was also noted by Meltzer that the main reason why Jericho never worked for AAA over the past few years, despite the company and fans badly wanting to see him, being friends with the Booker Conan and AEW having a working relationship with them, was because his asking price was just too high. So if we get any more details on the official match announcement, the timing of that match, we'll let you know in the future. Now, Hiroshi Tanahashi, the president of New Japan Pro Wrestling, surprisingly is going to be absent from this year's G1 Climax. Following the conclusion of New Japan Pro Wrestling's New Japan Soul Tour at the Tokyo Budokan, the field is officially confirmed for the 2024 G1 Climax tournament. 18 competitors were initially announced, with the final 2 spots being filled by the winners of 2 separate qualifying tournaments. Those spots went to Oleg Boltin and Callum Newman, meaning that for the first time since 2001, New Japan Pro Wrestling president Hiroshi Tanahashi will not be taking part in the annual tournament. The 3-time winner of the tournament has been in a record 22 consecutive G1 Climax competitions, but with New Japan looking to put an emphasis on younger talent, Tanahashi will be sitting on the sidelines this summer. According to Dave Meltzer in the latest Wrestling Observer newsletter, there is another reason for Tanahashi not being in the tournament: his health. Tanahashi will turn 48 in November, and with the current condition of his knees, Meltzer noted that New Japan don't want to put the company president through a grueling tournament where he would have to wrestle 9 high-quality matches, putting his health at risk in the process. A similar decision was made for New Japan staple Tomohiro Ishii, who himself has wrestled in the last 11 G1 Climax tournaments, as he will also be sitting this year's tournament out due to the company not wanting to put someone who will turn 49 in December through the busiest period of the company's year. However, Meltzer did note that despite not being as physically capable as he was during the 2010s, Ishii is still able to perform at a high level wherever he goes, but New Japan don't want to take the risk. The tournament will get underway on July 20 in Osaka, with the final taking place on August 18 in Sumo Hall in Tokyo. And finally, a bit of an update on Daniel Garcia. Kayfabe, but still interesting when it pertains to this storyline. AEW has provided an injury update on Daniel Garcia following the attack by MJF at the end of this week's Dynamite show. The ending of this week's AEW Dynamite show saw MJF show us his true colors when he turned heel once again by laying waste to Daniel Garcia following Garcia's International Championship defeat to Will Ospreay. MJF left Garcia in a bloody state before delivering a tombstone pile driver off the second rope to him, which led to Garcia leaving the arena on a stretcher and put into an ambulance. In a tweet, AEW has now provided an exclusive update on Garcia, noting that he had regained consciousness but is still under observation for cervical injuries. They wrote, quote, "Exclusive medical update on Daniel Garcia. After receiving a brutal attack at the hands of MJF on AEW Dynamite, Daniel Garcia was taken to a Chicago hospital for evaluation. He has regained consciousness and is still under observation for cervical injuries." Of course, MJF is set to open up tonight's episode of AEW Collision following his attack on Garcia. But there you go, guys. The latest pro wrestling news for you. Be sure to smash a like on the like button. Be sure to subscribe, bottom right hand corner. As always, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll speak to you again very, very soon.
Hey guys, watching, listening, streaming, or however you come across this video today, be sure to click on the video on the right there to watch our next video, or click the bottom there to subscribe, or the bottom right hand corner. Thank you very much, and I'll speak to you again very soon.